Okay, so the key points from this whole lesson about introducing economic order quantity, there's a couple things that you should take away. The first thing is the EOQ model. Yes, it has restrictive assumptions. You saw that whole list of assumptions, but it's still widely used. And whenever you have a case where you have relatively stable demand, it's a good place to start. The second thing is to understand what the EOQ model is doing, because it's kind of a simple example of what we're going to be doing throughout any inventory model. You're trading off two things. You're trading off these fixed costs, these order costs, and these variable holding costs. And whenever you have the value of one goes up as the other goes down, you're going to find an equilibrium. And that's what we're doing here. We're trading off the fixed and the variable costs. We also showed that the EOQ is really pretty insensitive to changes or errors or bad assumptions in the order quantities, so I can round up or round down order quantities. The cycle time, we saw that it's okay to round those up to more practical times. Errors in forecasting, as well as errors in any of the cost parameters, whether it's the cost of the item itself, the ordering cost, the holding cost, or the cost of holding any inventory. It's pretty insensitive to those, so start with it, and it's got that nice bathtub function where it won't be dramatically off. The other thing that we really haven't talked too much about, but it's something you should take away, is that the EOQ helps you focus in on different process improvements, helps you focus where you should maybe spend some time. And you want to understand, if you do some analysis, how should I lower my CT? Is that going to drive a lot of costs? Should I lower my cost of each item? Should I change or look at how the interest rate affects my costs? So it helps you focus and determine where the most bang for your buck should be. And finally, the thing I want to take away, that I hope you take away, is that EOQ is a pretty good starting point, but it's not always a place to end with. So you start with it, and then you take some other assumptions into effect, but it's always a good place to start. It's kind of like Wikipedia. You want to start there, it gets you up to speed really quickly, but you might want to go a little deeper to find your final answer. Okay, so that wraps up this lesson. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please use the discussion.